Hey, I'm here at New York City Comic Con, and there are lots of great companies here showing off new products. So here's the top tech for New York City Comic Con 2015. Machination Studios is a company with one goal: to create the world's best toy. They call their invention codenamed Colossus. It's a fully 3D printed electronic and mechanical toy made up of over 400 unique parts. I had the opportunity to talk with lead designer Michael Singh about the project. So are you selling these right now, or do you have other products, or what?
At this point, this is all I have. I've only just about managed to get this completed in time for the show. So I'm kind of here just to promote myself and promote the thing. Next year, I'll be coming out with new ideas. I think talking to people, I realized that maybe something smaller would be not everybody can fit this in their room. So yeah, probably something smaller, and definitely not 3D print, because I think at this stage it's still very expensive to do 3D printing. So maybe a resin cast or a short production run will be where I'll be going at. So yeah, maybe next year there would be stuff for sale. Yeah.
So I don't know if I've ever seen anything quite like this. Do you see this as more of like a display piece, or as like a functioning toy, or what?
I think that is the point of me going for this, because it is something that no one's ever done before. And it's kind of a mix of everything, right? It's not exactly an RC toy, it's not exactly a military model kit, it's not exactly a statue, but it's kind of all of that, you know. So I kind of, when I think about this, the thought is like a cuckoo clock. Everyone's got a clock that tells the time, but there is something valuable in a cuckoo clock that opens up and has its own animation and stuff like that. We don't actually need it to tell the time, but it's something, that is delights people when they see it. So that's kind of what I'm going for here.
Cool. I really like that analogy. So where can people go to find your stuff?
So you can go to machination.com, or you can look for Machination Studios on YouTube. So that's where most of my stuff is. I put up the build log and everything on YouTube. So machinationstudio.com will be where to look for it.
The internet is a great tool, but it's also an easy way for big companies to track you and gather information about you. Ghostery is a company that puts the power back in your hands by letting you see who's tracking you and letting you decide who to share information with. Pete Knowlton at the Ghostery booth was kind enough to talk with me and tell me more about the company.
So Ghostery is a privacy extension. We show you all the companies that track you as you browse every website you visit, and we allow you to block that traffic, which in turn speeds up the website loads. It's a level of privacy for sharing that data, and it's a transparency tool to let you know what's happening underneath the covers.
That's cool. So if I want to get started using this, what should I do?
So you can it's easy as going to ghostery.com. We'll auto-detect which browser you're using and give you a little install. It takes like 3 seconds to set up, a couple questions, and have you browsing safely in seconds.
So is this more about safe browsing, or is it more about speeding up your computer?
It's a little bit of both, right? So our main thing is that we want the choice to be in the user's hand. It's one thing that all this data collection is happening, but it's more so that we want to put the choice and the consent in your hands to allow you to decide who you share and with who, what you share and with who. And then a nice byproduct of blocking those trackers is that it does speed up your website. It does, with all those companies vying for bandwidth to load, the websites load faster, and then optimally makes a better browsing experience for the user.
Zebra Imaging is a company that specializes in hologram-like 3D images printed on flat pieces of plastic. Now in the past, the company has specialized more in architectural designs, but this year the company decided to bring some really cool Star Wars hologram-like images to the conference. I had the opportunity to talk with Brooke Garden about this awesome product. We took some video earlier, and I hope that the camera was able to pick up how cool these images look, because they really do look like 3D images.
Right.
How do you do that?
Well, the images are actually a print. They're printed on a polymer film, Most people call them pixels, but the little squares, we call them hogels. And we're able to produce a full parallax holographic display. It's a reflective technology, so it's not projected, it's completely reflective. So we're able to produce, obviously, the images that you see before us. We're actually here coming to market with a new product. It's the world's first bottom-lit full parallax holographic display. So we partnered with Star Wars. We have the exclusive rights to all 7 movies. We have the Kylo Ren, right? And then also the Death Star Trench Run. So eventually we'll be able to do all the different characters. So going forward, you're going to be able to collect all your hologram images and characters in a holographic display.
So do you kind of market this towards people like hanging these in their homes as artwork or what?
Yeah, we actually are doing this for hobbyists, for Star Wars hobbyists and collectors. But again, we also have architecture and engineering, construction. We also have a relationship with the Department of Defense, so we do things for them as well.
Very cool, very cool. Where can people find your stuff?
ZebraImaging.com.
Okay. ZebraImaging.com. Go and check.
Yeah,
Holograms.zebraimaging.com. Go check it out, guys.
Comic-Con is home to all things collectible, but where do like-minded people go to share their stock of collectibles after they leave the conference? I talked to Dan Sullivan of Gemma, who says they have the answer.
So Gemma is a social media site for collectors to show off their stuff. Essentially gives them an opportunity to digitize their collections and connect with other collectors that they might have never otherwise come across, right? So if I collect Funko toys, I might run into somebody in Arizona when I live in Boston who has really cool Funko toys, and we might be able to connect on that medium. So it's just an opportunity to bring together like-minded people and gives you a chance to show off your stuff, because we're all proud of the collections that we create. So
makes sense. So can you share any kind of collection or just certain types of like Funkos and others? Or
no, we have everything from antiques to comic books to Funko toys to pottery. I mean, you name it. It runs the gamut. We've got Rubik's cubes. We have common interest groups called clubs, and it just gives people a chance to be all in the same place and connect around those items. So yeah, I mean, anything goes.
Right on. Is there any like trading going on this site, or is it just for showing stuff off?
So we've got the whole objective is so people show off their stuff, but we've implemented the ability to buy and sell items, and eventually we're going to implement the trade, the swap, so to speak. So that's definitely on the horizon for our product development team.
Now, one thing everyone should have in their bag is a portable battery. There's nothing worse than having your phone die on you midday, especially at something like Comic-Con. Thankfully, Mimico has you covered. They have a huge range of batteries in a wide variety of designs. I was able to pick up this 2600 milliamp hour battery featuring BMO from Adventure Time, and it's already saved me a few times. So that concludes my list of the top tech at this year's Comic-Con. You can find links to all of this stuff in the description below, guys. Please comment and let me know what you think, and if this is your first time to the channel, please do subscribe, and I will keep you up to date with all sorts of fun stuff. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you next time.